Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bone, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four-states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rat in names and numbers.
Welcome into Galena Sports Live. My name is Cooper Grand, and I'll be doing tonight's commentary alongside my partner Cole Grand, who will be doing tonight's camera for you guys. And tonight we bring at you more CNC League action where Baxter Springs Lions takes a quick trip north to take on the Galena Bulldogs first. We'll have the varsity girls match up versus Galena and Baxter. Baxter comes into this one 1-12 on the season. Their only win being against Blue Jacket High School. And Galena. Galena comes into this one 6-8. Their last time out against Girard, a tough loss. Losing the season series, they ended up losing it 52-70. Actually allowing the most points in the game all season long. And for Baxter Springs, their win that they had, they scored 50 points in every other game this year. They haven't been able to achieve the 30-point mark. So for Galena, I think it's fair to say if Galena can score above 30 and play pretty sound defense tonight, then they can pick up a win here and some momentum going into Frontenac next week. I believe they'll take on Frontenac February 7th. And Galena, last game out, They turned the ball over 9 times, which are averaging about 10 turnovers on the season. And they got scoring from 4 different people. Main scores being Mia Sarwinski, scored 31-30. The school's leading scorer. She actually passed that mark against Pierce City back in the Tony DeBray Classic. She's the 10th 1,000-point scorer in Galena High School history, and she passed her brother's record. Her brother's record was 1,369 points, and she's well over that and still counting on that, so she could get well above 1,500 points. There's still a lot of basketball to be played this season. And Riley boys had 18 in the last game. We started making a huge impact in the first half, 12 or 18 container Mia in the first quarter. She didn't score a single point in the first quarter, only 10 in the first half, but their game plan worked very well. Galena was down 10 at the break, and Girard came out and really pulled away from it late in the second half of that game. But for Galena, it's really important tonight for them to get Mia Sarwinski and Riley boys going early in this game and get out to a quick lead. I feel like most games Galena gets out to a good lead. The games usually played a lot smoother for them. They shoot the ball, they get a lot higher percentage looks, and they don't turn the ball over as much. So tonight, really crucial to be safe with the ball. And another thing for Galena, their offense, anytime they can get scoring from anybody other than
We're
going to go to break, and when we come back, we're going to fix the audio issues for you guys.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa
All right, so welcome back in to the pregame show presented to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So we're just about set. Under 3 minutes until tip-off here from Galena, Kansas, where Galena looks to move to 7-8 on the season, and Baxter looks to move to 2-12. Still have yet to pick up a league win this year. 0-8 so far. A really tough season for Anthony Roberts, head coach of Baxter Springs Girls. So for Galena, I don't think they can underestimate this team. They need to continue to get the ball to their key playmakers such as Sarwinski and Boyce. And also, I touched on this a couple broadcasts ago about Arista Sturgis. Whenever she can come in and knock down a couple of threes, that really gives this offense a huge boost because she's a streaky shooter that some games she'll knock down none, or some games she'll knock down 2 or 3 threes, and that can play in a huge role in the game, as Galena's played multiple games and lost by under 10. So tonight, be looking for her to start off hot from the field.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Especially when a team comes out there with the whole game plan of trying to stop Mia. If Boyce comes out and scores a bunch of threes, it kind of ruins their entirety of. I'm sorry, I got distracted there. It ruins the entirety of the gameplay because they had the box and one, which basically is just to force the ball away from Mia, and Boyce was able to show out and take advantage of the zone and score those 2 threes, and they had to switch from that to basically an all-man and switch up their whole game plan halfway through, and those kind of adjustments could definitely be crucial for a win.
So I think we're about to do the national anthem here, so we're going to go on mute while we do that.
And then I was on for the next hour.
So welcome back into the pregame show presented to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So things are just about set. The clock's set for tip-off, so I'm going to get to the starting lineup, starting off with Baxter Springs, sophomore number 4, Chloe Turley, sophomore number 14, Olivia Edmondson, freshman number 22, Micah Adams, sophomore number 32, Chesney Billings, and sophomore number 35, Lily Connard. And for your Bulldogs, sophomore number 2, Riley Boyce, junior number 3, Arista Sturgis, senior number 10, Mia Sarwinski, senior number 22, Kinsey Holden, and senior number 34, Megan Fields. So that rounds out the starting lineup for both teams. Baxter Springs, a really young starting lineup, as the oldest player on there is a sophomore. They don't even have a junior, not a single upperclassman on this roster. So very young team that still has a lot to learn and has a lot of potential here in the next couple of years for sure. So Galena, last time out against Baxter Springs, got the win at Baxter 59-24. A pretty impressive win, the biggest winning margin by the Bulldogs this year. And tonight they look to sweep the season series and move closer to 500 on the season. We're underway from Galena as the Lions win the tip-off. Olivia Edmondson with it. Her drive was cut off by Sarwinski. Now a three fired and no good. It'll be out of bounds to the Bulldogs. So Sarwinski brings it up court for the Bulldogs, averaging about 25 points a game this year. Sarwinski quickly to the hoop, and we're going to have a foul called on the floor. First one of the game. This foul goes against Olivia Edmondson. Get it inbounded. Holden off the inbounds. Her shot's good and has the first points of this game. Now an early press by Galena. Nearly forced a turnover, but Baxter Springs is able to get it down to the other end. Now a steal by Boyce and a fast break for the Bulldogs. Has an open path to the hoop. Can't get it to go. And a defensive rebound for Lily Connard. Sarwinski on the floor and forces a turnover. Finds Sturgis. How a bad pass. And the Bulldogs turn it over back to Baxter Springs. Three on the way and no good for Connard. And an offensive rebound. Now the ball is taken away by Megan Fields. And the Bulldogs have it. Sarwinski drives to the hoop and it's going to draw the foul. Send her to the line to shoot two. And this foul is going to go against Olivia Edmondson. That'll be her second personal and team foul number 2 on Baxter. First one's good for Sarwinski from the line. And Sarwinski's second one rattles out. All press put on. Baxter gets it across half court. Galena applying quite a bit of pressure to start this game. Now a three on the way and good for Sydney Charles as she just came in off the bench to replace Edmondson, who has a early 2 fouls in this game. And things are tied at 3. Sarwinski gets it on the left wing. Her three on the way, no good. And a rebound for Billings. A little bit of trouble getting it up, and this pass is stolen away by Sarwinski quickly to Boys as she's fouled and gets the and one to go. Chance at a 3-point play. Already 3 different scores in this game for Galena, and only 2.5 minutes of play. So we're going to have a timeout taken on the floor. That's going to take us to our first commercial. So when we come back, Riley boys will shoot one from the line.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area.
So welcome back to live action as Riley Boyce tries to complete the 3-point play. And gets it to go from the line. Bulldogs now putting on a press and a bad pass. And a turnover for Baxter Springs. Riley Boyce with it. Finds Sarwinski, a deep 3 taken, and it's no good. A long rebound out to Connard. Now loses her dribble. Ball on the floor. Sarwinski diving everywhere. And now it's poked away by Boyce. She drives in. Couldn't get the foul. Now Sarwinski's shot. And she's going to be fouled. So we're going to have 2 shots coming for Mia Sarwinski. As that's already team foul number 4 on Baxter Springs.
This is what
First one's no good for Sarwinski.
the perpetrator for Baxter Springs, 2014, my ass.
And the second's good for Sarwinski. Already her 4th attempt from the line of the night, 2 of 4. Galena making it hard for Baxter to get anything cross half court, and another tip pass. Now a fight over the ball, and Baxter comes away with it. Baxter turned it over, and then Galena did. And this one will be out of bounds, kicked ball. This is Lily Conrad bringing the ball up for Baxter Springs. Now a jump stop and shot is no good for Micah Adams. And a rebound for the Bulldogs. Finds an open Riley Boyce for 3 off the left side of the iron. An offensive rebound for Sarwinski, back up and gets fouled. Oh, I just realized it says Gerard.
He is the fear.
It's 2 Baxter. Just 2 Baxter. What on the outside?
There we go. That looks a lot better. Sarwinski's second is good. And gives the Bulldogs an early 8-3 lead. Continuing to put tremendous amount of pressure on Baxter Springs. And drawing quite a bit of turnovers. Now a 3 taken by Sydney Charles, no good, and Sarwinski gets the board and goes the other way, does a Euro step off the glass and gets it to go. A tough basket. Good body control. Lay it up off the glass and in. Now deep 3 taken by Conard's, no good, and goes out of bounds. Couple of substitutions for the Bulldogs. Checking in. well, they're going to call a timeout, but so we'll step away. And when we come back, we'll have more first quarter action on Galena Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. As a new set of substitutions check in, number 12 for the Bulldogs, Morgan Strong, and number 35, Emma Smith. Boyce, a step back just inside the three-point line. No good, and a rebound by Chesney Billings. And this pass is thrown out of bounds. Trying to throw it across the court. And just a little bit too much on it. Trying to get it to Chloe Turley. Get it inbounded to Strong. Now back up top. Sarwinski kick to the corner. Strong finds Sarwinski on the wing. Her three is no good. An offensive rebound by Smith. And that shot was blocked by Sydney Charles. They take it the other way. Jump stop and shot is no good for Connard, and a rebound by Sarwinski. Sarwinski crosses over, goes up, and gets the friendly roll to go. Sarwinski now with an early 7 points in this game. Baxter Springs working around trying to find a high percentage shot. Jump stop off the glass, no good. And an offensive rebound by Sydney Charles, trying to put it back up. She was fouled, so she'll have 2 from the line. This foul goes against Marley Shoemaker, her first personal, and team foul number 1 on the Bulldogs. First one no good for Charles. And Charles' second one's good. Sarwinski, a bad pass, trying to get it to Strong, has it stolen away. Second Bulldog turnover of the game. Now with 3 taken by Connors, no good. And Sarwinski there to get the defensive rebound. Sarwinski cross-court pass to Boys. Now Boys driving in. Tries to use the glass. Her shot's no good. And Sarwinski tried to save it, but out of bounds off of her. Gives the ball back to Baxter Springs. And this pass nearly stolen away by Shoemaker, and we're going to have a backcourt violation. As it looked like Charles was trying to get it back to the middle of the floor, but the player hadn't quite crossed half court. So Kenzie Holden will check back in for the Bulldogs. Under a minute to play in the first quarter, the Bulldogs command an early 8-point lead. Sarwinski dribbling around, closely guarded by Chloe Turley. Now Baxter Springs staying in their zone. Work it around the perimeter. Now back to Sarwinski, a pass to Boyce. She slashes through the lane. Runner's no good, and a rebound by Sydney Charles for Baxter Springs. And this Pass looked like it was tipped, but it's going to go back to Galena. Charles is trying to make a pass up past half court to Chloe Turley. Bulldogs one last chance to score in the first quarter. Sarwinski finds Smith inside. First shot off the bottom of the backboard, and her second one can't get it to go. And that's going to do it for us from the first quarter. At the end of one, Bulldogs lead 12 to Baxter Springs 4. Coming up after this quick message, we'll have second quarter action from Galena, Kansas.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at GN.
Welcome into second quarter action from this CNC League matchup. Bulldogs put their 5 starters back on the court. Sturgis a straightaway 3. No good. And Baxter Springs comes away with the rebound. Now Sarwinski there to steal that away. Her layup is no good, but was fouled in the process. Sarwinski already shooting 6 free throws in the game. These will be her 7th and 8th attempts. And 2 of 2 from the line that time. Makes her 5 of 8 from the line on the night. Pass thrown up in no man's land and stolen by Sturgis. She got fouled almost immediately. And that's 17th foul on Baxter Springs early in the second quarter. So already a 1-and-1 for Galena. So Sturgis will have a 1-and-1 from the line. Sturgis can't get the first one to go. And Baxter Springs rebounds. Ball was nearly stolen away, but it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Stay at this end of the floor. Now they get it inbounds, and Chesney Billings shot's no good. Eventually Sturgis grabs the rebound, makes a good outlet pass to Boyce at the other end, gets it to go for her second and one. And 8 minutes of play and a chance at a 3-point play. And I believe we had a lane violation there. Boyce gets the 3-point play to go, gives her 6 on the night. And the Bulldogs a 13-point lead early in the second quarter. Now looked like Turley lost the handle of it quickly to the Bulldogs. And Sarwinski's layup was no good. Turley came away with the rebound. Baxter continuing to have struggles getting the ball past half court. Galena putting tremendous amount of pressure on him. And we have a travel called on Baxter Springs. A tough first half for Baxter Springs. But for Galena, doing a good job drawing fouls. Getting to the line. Already as a team for Galena, 11 free throw attempts. Sarwinski, a deep three, rattles around and goes down. As she's already in double-digit scoring figures. Now another pass stolen away. Sarwinski decides to step back. Shot's no good. And jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Baxter Springs. So now it's Sydney Charles with it. Baxter gets it past half court. Now a pump fake and a drive. Now kick out to Turley as her jump shot right in front of inside the three-point line's good. Sturgis gets it inside to Fields. Fields bounce pass over to Holden. Now boys pump fakes. Step back and thought about it. But he'll give it back to Sarwinski to set things back up. And a double dribble called on the Bulldogs. Baxter Springs gets the ball to the middle of the court and almost breaks the press, but a tip pass there by Holden, I believe, forced it back into the hands of Galena. Three-pointer taken by Sarwinski's no good, and a long rebound out to Chloe Turley. There's going to be a foul called on the floor that'll go against Arista Sturgis, her first personal, and team foul number 2. Harley Shoemaker will check into the game for Kenzie Holden. Now Baxter Springs gets it past half court, and they were trying to work it down low to Brooklyn Price, but Price couldn't haul the pass in. Fields kicks it to Sarwinski. Now Sarwinski tries to get it to Sturgis, but Sturgis thought someone else was next to her, let the pass go, and goes out of bounds for the 4th Bulldog turnover of the game. Now this pass stolen away by Sturgis. Good anticipation. Sarwinski's three is good. And Sarwinski already has quick 15 points in this game. Corner three for Boyce. No good. And Sydney Charles there to rebound it. We're going to have a timeout called on the floor, so we'll step away for a minute. When we come back, we'll have the final 4:29 of the first half in this CNC League matchup.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient
Welcome back to the final 4:29 to play of the first half. Bulldogs out to a 17-point lead now. Baxter Springs still having troubles. Turned the ball over a lot in the backcourt. And another one here. As Emma Smith's going to check into the game for Megan Fields, and Morgan Strong will check in for Arista Sturgis. Sarwinski brings it up for the Bulldogs. And loses the handle of it. Dribbles it out of bounds. So now Edmondson back into the game for Baxter Springs. Picked up the early 2 fouls. Now a hook shot. It's no good. Shot out of bounds by Chesney Billings. Strong with it, trying to get to Sarwinski, and pass goes out of bounds. Bulldogs making some uncharacteristic mistakes now in the middle of the second quarter. Now this pass to Turley, and stolen away by Sarwinski. She read the pass the whole way. Now gets it up to Boyce. Boyce inside, and
When it lags, without any frames, your voice never stops. So if you talk while it's lagging, they can still hear you. Does that make sense? We're frozen? You're frozen on there? Your voice still good. Oh,
and Boyce gets that one to go. Bulldogs now with a 18-point lead and decide not to press anymore. Quickly inside, this shot no good for Brooklyn Price, and out of bounds off of Baxter Springs. Now it's Strong with it. Over to the wing. Boyce from the right wing. Her three is good. Has her first three-pointer of the game. And now with 11 in the game. Bulldogs steal it away. Screen set by Shoemaker. Sarwinski takes the three, and rebound comes right back to her. Nice feed inside to Smith, and she can't get it to go. Now driving inside, and basket's good for Olivia Edmondson. Sarwinski driving inside and has it stolen away. Now it's Connard bringing it up. Had Edmondson open inside, but pass was too far out in front of her and was thrown out of bounds. Krista Sturgis and Kenzie Holden will check back in for the Bulldogs. And for Marley Shoemaker and Morgan Strong. Sturgis an open three from the right wing's good. And Sturgis has her first points of the game. Being the fourth different Bulldog to score in this game. Now this pass thrown into no man's land. Sturgis able to save it into Holden and eventually into the hands of Sarwinski. Now Sturgis from the same spot as last possession, and it's good. Pair of nice threes and back-to-back possessions for Sturgis. Gives the Bulldogs 26-point lead. And this shot's banked in. Now under a minute to play until halftime. I want to remind you to stick around for the Mercy halftime show. We'll recap the first half, key plays, and stats from the first half, I guess. Inside, and Connor gets the bucket to go. Baxter Springs with a spark in offense here in the second quarter. Late. Now Galena can hold for the last shot. Sturgis loses her dribble, finds Boyce. Now under 5 seconds and gets fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2 free throws, as that'll be the 10th team foul on Baxter. The first one is good for Boyce.
Ceiling box.
And the second one rattles around and goes for Boyce. Now 6-6. Step away for a minute. When we come back, we'll recap the first half, key plays, and we'll get some stats from the first half also. All that coming up on the Mercy Halftime Show here on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Family owned and operated, G & Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G & Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G & Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome into The halftime show presented to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So at the break, the Lady Bulldogs are on top of the Lady Lions, 36-12, a lot like we saw in the first matchup. Leading the way in points, Mia Sarwinski with 15, closely followed by Riley Boyce with 13, Arista Sturgis with 6, and Kenzie Holden with 2. Holden's only basket being the first one and kicking the game off for the Bulldogs. First half, really good half for the Bulldogs and a good game for them to get back on track after they had that 4-game winning streak and a tough loss to Girard, a team that played really well against them, and Galena had no answer. But this one, it's been all Galena to this point. They've been mainly Mia Sarwinski and Riley Boyce there in the front court in the press, forcing a lot of turnovers, active hands, and they're kind of just jumping up in passing lanes, and we're forcing quite a bit of turnovers on the lines there in the first half. That's what really in the single bonus with about 7:50 still to play in the second quarter. They barely got to the double bonus, but still shot quite a bit of free throws there. Galena as a team in the first half shot 16 free throws as a team in the first half. Pretty impressive. I think there was a game this season where Mia fouled out and Boyce shot almost 25 or 20 in a game and 7 turnovers, which it didn't turn out to be a big difference because Baxter had a lot of turnovers themselves, upwards of 15 to 20, and those Galena was able to turn those into some pretty easy points. So that's the main thing that stood out to me, and of course it's not as tough of competition, but still a CNC League game, so any game like this is a big game, and especially for Galena. As it gets closer to sub-state, they want to move up so they can have more favorable matches.
Yeah, I'll just touch up on the boys doing a great job reading the ball and where it's going and intercepting a lot of passes and getting a lot of forced turnovers. But the only thing is like I said, they're forcing the turnovers a lot this half, but they're also causing a lot of their own turnovers via, there's been some bad passes or just a few mishandles with the ball. And those are just the kind of things you want to watch out for. But other than that, I think it's been a pretty fundamentally perfect game by the Galena girls here, especially when it comes to, on offense, they're passing it in and out, getting people open on the 3. Sturgis up there at the top, 2 threes in a row. Very impressive. We haven't seen that recently with her in the season, but we always knew she was capable at the 3-pointer, and she's showing the consistency. Especially she found her spot right there on the court. 2 in a row right there in that same spot.
Yeah, right there from the wing. Kind of what you were saying about getting it inside. There's been a lot of really good looks. This had some really good attempts on the interior. Wasn't able to finish them, but some really good looks as the defense is drawing a lot of attention to Riley Boyce and Mia Sarwinski. They're still able to find open players inside and had a pretty easy turnaround jump shot. So we're about a little under 3 minutes now from third quarter action beginning. So we're going to step away one more time. And when we come back, we'll have third quarter action.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live as things are set to begin third quarter action. Bulldogs looking to pull away from this game and improve to 7-8. Looking to be like they're going to do that, but got to finish things off strong. Boys with it at the top of the key. Now this pass nearly going to be tipped, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs. A good look. Now Sturgis from the free throw line, too strong. A good inbounds play. So just set the down screen, and Sturgis. And the ball's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Billy. So sorry about that. We're dropping quite a bit of frames. But all you missed, Mia Sarwinski knocked down a three-pointer. And now Sarwinski on a fast break, blown by the defender. Her layup, no good, but gets fouled on the shot. Will go to the line and shoot a couple more. And the first one's good. That was team foul number 1 on Baxter Springs of the half. And Sarwinski 2 of 2 from the line that time. 7 of 10 from the line tonight for Sarwinski. Now a drive off the glass and gets it to go for Lily Connard. Baxter Springs' first points of the half. Now they worked it to Holden back out to the top of the key. Boys with it. Driving down the middle. Kick out to Holden. Her shot from the corner is good. And gets her second basket of the game. Sarwinski playing good defense. Almost stole it away on that pass. 3 taken by Connor. No good. And a good job by Sarwinski. High point the ball to grab the rebound. Now a pass down the court to Boyd. She was trying to get it too. But Connor got her hand on it and deflected it out of bounds. So an inbound. Sarwinski off the screen. Her shot. And I believe we're going to have a foul called. This foul goes on Chloe Turley. That's her second personal. Team foul number 2 of the half on Baxter Springs. And Sarwinski will have 3 shots coming from the line. And her first one's good. Sarwinski with a quick 6 points out of the locker room. The second is good. And 3 of 3 from the line that time for Sarwinski. Turns the Bulldogs' 32-point lead. Pass stolen away by Sarwinski. Now a burst of speed, and the layup at the other end is good. And head coach Anthony Roberts for Baxter Springs said he's seen enough and calls first time out of the half. So we're going to step away for a 30-second timeout, and we'll come back with more Bulldog basketball.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome back into live action. Baxter Springs calls their first time out of the half. Now it's Connard with it. Drives cut off by Shoemaker. Now pass, trying to bounce pass it to Chesney Billings and a kickball violation. Now 3 on the way and good for Micah Adams. Bulldogs in complete control of this one. Boyce was driving and fell down, but able to save it. Out to Sarwinski. Her 3 rattles around and doesn't go down. Rebound out to Connard for Baxter Springs, and they'll take it the other way. Away with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Now into the corner. Boyce 3 is short, and a rebound. That's Edmondson there to rebound it. Connor takes a 3 from the top of the key, no good. And Boyce gets the rebound. Out in front of the pack, left-hand layup off the glass, can't get it to go. And a rebound by Micah Adams. Connor running shot, no good. A rebound out to Edmondson. And we're going to have a foul called on the floor. We'll wait to see who the foul is going to be called against. That's the first. Foul goes against Marley Shoemaker. Her second personal and team foul number 1 of the half. Get it inbounded to Adams. Adams 3 from the top of the key is no good. And Morgan Strong gets the rebound. Sarwinski with pace. Nice Euro step and can't get it to go. There's a fight for the rebound. There's Charles ripped it away from Riley Boyce. Now this is going to be out of bounds. Rista Sturgis going to check back in the game for Morgan Strong. Now a 3 for Turley. No good. An offensive rebound. Dangerous pass, but gets it inbounded to Adams. Now Adams' turnaround shot, no good. Smith had it momentarily and gave it up to Schoen as she gets fouled on the shot. So Schoen will have 2 from the line. And that's Marley Shoemaker's 4th personal. Schoen's first free throw is no good. Morgan Strong will check back in for Marley Shoemaker for the Lady Bulldogs. Now Schoen's second is good. And Bulldogs lead by 30 with a little under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Boyce with it. Works it inside.
Give it a second. That's our best bet. That's what I did. Okay, stop. So it's like it's going to come back. So that's all good.
And Smith misses the second one. 1 of 2 from the line that time. So ball out of bounds will stay with Baxter Springs at this end. So now it's Sidney Charles with it. Schoen is trying to kick to Edmondson. Edmondson, a good play to save it. And now almost backcourt, but Adams saved it, and Strong comes up with it. Now a quick pass inside. Riley Boyce, an open layup, gets it to go. Good pass by Sarwinski to get it inside. Good awareness. Now this shot on the way. Off the glass and no good. That was Lexi Hatcher with the shot. Boyce driving in, and it's going to draw the foul. Send her the line for 2 free throws. And Boyce gets the second one to go. So now checking into the game. Siley Click for the Bulldogs, senior on this team. Don't get to see her play much, so some good minutes here. It's 3 no good, and an offensive rebound and putback for Edmondson. Bulldogs command a 33-point lead. They've all but sealed this one up. Just inside the 3-point line, Strong shots no good, and a rebound for Sidney Charles. Edmondson brings it up for the Lions, gets it down low to Adams. Adams shot up off the glass and good. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Sarwinski will bring it up for the Bulldogs. 3 taken by Sarwinski off the front end. That's Charles with it. Trying to get it down low and poked away by Megan Fields. Now the Bulldogs can hold for the last shot. As got about 10 seconds to play. Sarwinski just dribbling around the top of the key. Fields just inside the 3-point line. Shot's no good, and it'll go out of bounds with half a second to play. Shot's no good, and it'll go out of bounds with half a second to play. Or they're going to say it was tipped, so it'll stay with Galena. 0.6 to get a shot off. So get it Sturgis. Shot's good if it goes. And
Cashbank.com.
welcome into the final quarter of play. So welcome back. Now hopefully that figures out our internet issue. Sarwinski gets fouled driving to the hoop. Goes down hard. Sarwinski's first free throw is no good. Now the clock, have a running clock going. So Siley Click checking back into the game for the Bulldogs. Sarwinski 0-2 from the line this trip. Well, that's Conard with it. Her shot's no good, and it'll be out of bounds off of Galena. The trio of substitutions coming in for Baxter. For the Bulldogs, Morgan Strong checking in for Mia Sarwinski. As Sarwinski will sit for her first time tonight. Now down low, Charles' shot's no good. The second one's no good. Pass batted around a couple times, eventually out to Edmondson. Now down low, layup off the glass is good for Sydney Charles. Click's three is a little bit short, and the shot goes out of bounds. Back to the Lady Lions. Checking in for the Bulldogs. Dakota Bennett, her first varsity action of the year, I believe. Freshman. So 3 minutes left to play in this one. And Galena going to move to 7-8 on the year. And a chance next week when they face off against Frontenac to move to 500 on the year. Frontenac will be a tough game, already dropping one to them so far this year. Basket's good inside, though, by Brooklyn Price. Up top to Boyce. Now it's Strong with it, dribbling side to side, loses her dribble. Click shot on the way, no good. And a rebound by Bennett, but had it stolen away to Bailey Campbell that poked it away. Brings it up the court for the Lions. Now dribbling around Brooklyn Price with it. Gets it inside, back to the top of the key. Sydney Charles running floaters, no good. Offensive rebound and putbacks, no good for Campbell. And under 2 minutes to play now. This pass poked away by Strong. Now down low. Pass deflected out of bounds off of Emma Smith. Will stay at this end. And Marley Shoemaker will check back in the game for Emma Smith. Now that's and the first one's no good. After this, the varsity boys will take on the Baxter Springs varsity boys. Galena winning the first matchup. Close game, but Galena pulls away with it. So those two will tip off about 7:25, somewhere around there. At the conclusion of this one, we'll have the post-game show, Mercy post-game show, where we'll recap the whole game, all the stats, and after that, we'll have a pregame to this. Now at the other end, layup was blocked by Bennett. That was Campbell trying to drive in, and now under 10 seconds. And Click shot, no good. Rebound by Baxter Springs, and that's going to do it as time runs out. Bulldogs come out victorious in this 53-26, the final score here. So we're going to step away, and when we come back, we'll have the Mercy postgame show.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms in spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the States area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the ad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com. The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Family owned and operated, G&B Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&B Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&B Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, and welcome into the postgame show presented to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So the final between the Galena girls versus Baxter Springs, 53-26, they come out victorious, and they sweep the regular season series meeting between the two teams. The leading scorer for your Bulldogs, Mia Sarwinski with 25, followed by Riley Boyce with 17, Rista Sturgis with 6, Kinsey Holden with 4, and Emma Smith with 1. So the Bulldogs, a really good all-around team. A younger Baxter Springs team that has a long way to grow and has a lot of potential in the next coming years. So definitely a team to watch out for, as they have a lot of youth players, not a single upperclassman on that roster, but Galena really just stuck it to them today. And early in the game, they put a lot of pressure on them, jumping out to an early lead, which was really key in the game. They scored 36 of their 53 in the first half, and they really didn't have to do much in the second half as their defense played solid, continuing to force turnovers, but 7 first-half turnovers for Galena, and they didn't have a single one in the second half. So a really fundamentally sound second half for Galena and a good way to close out the game. We saw some players like Dakota Bennett get some minutes. We saw Siley Click get some minutes. Some players that normally don't get minutes, so it's good to see players like that get on the floor and get in positions like this, as Galena usually doesn't have games like that. The next game for the Galena girls, they'll take on Frontenac on Tuesday. That'll be here on Galena Sports Live. It'll be a home game for Galena as they drop the first meeting against Frontenac, and they'll have a chance to get their revenge on the second matchup of the season series on Tuesday. So we're going to step away. We'll do more of an in-depth conclusion post-game at the conclusion of the boys' game, but we're going to transition into pregame for the boys. So we're going to step away for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll kick off pregame for the Galena boys versus Baxter Springs. All that coming up on Mercy Pregame Show.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin, to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, and welcome into the pregame show presented to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So in tonight's matchup, Galena defeated Baxter Springs with a final score of 64-51 last meeting, and Galena heads into this one still undefeated, 14-0, and Baxter Springs has fell to the bottom half of the standings, now 7-8 on this season. And Baxter Springs with not a lot to lose tonight, so they're going to come in and really every game these Galena boys play, they're going to get every team's best effort, as each team wants their chance to knock off Galena's undefeated season. And Galena hasn't been playing the best basketball as of lately. Last 2 games are lowest scoring games of the season, scoring 47 points against Columbus and then 38 the other night in Girardi. Big defensive effort. They were able to pull that one out. And for Galena, the key thing is Jack Perry, he had at least 10 points in each game of the season. And against Columbus only had 3. And then versus Girard, he had 0. So I feel like tonight it's really crucial for them to get Jack Perry going, because when they get him going, that provides a huge spark, as they've been able to get offensive contributions from other guys like Maverick Harmon and Malachi Wesley. Some of those guys have stepped up huge. Actually, where'd my stat sheet go? Here we go. This is what I've been looking for. Yeah, so last game, Jack Perry held to 0 points. Tyler Little wasn't even the leading scorer, as Maverick Harmon, but that just shows a lot about this team, that they can get scoring contributions from everywhere. And maybe it's not Jack Perry's night, so they can get contributions from guys like Maverick Harmon and Malachi Wesley. And this team has a lot of seniors. That's what really makes them great. And for games like this that are close, come down to the wire, and free throw shooting, Galena does really well shooting free throws and clutch moments. So tonight, there's probably going to be some clutch moments. It's going to be a really good game we have on our hands for sure.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with you, Cooper. Last game was a really good game. We saw Galena play defense they haven't played all year, which was a man defense, and they did a great job adjusting on their offense. They struggled at first, but then they realized that just creating ISOs and creating mismatches is really the key to defeating a man defense coming into it. And then Maverick Harmon stepping up. Jack Perry, he hasn't really been on his game lately, but Maverick Harmon doing a great job, scoring probably his all-time highest last game. And then on defense, they were absolutely phenomenal, keeping Girard to a very low score all game. The one thing I do want to note on is in quarter 2, they outscored Girard 17-4, but quarter 1, 3, and 4, Girard outscored them in all of them. It was close, only by maybe a 1 point deficit on each quarter, but still, that's definitely something to look to. That for 3 of the 4 quarters, that Girard was up in points, like, maybe just 1 or 2, and we were up. Quarter 2 was 17-4, but still, just something to account for.
Yeah, Galena played really good on defense. Certainly, I mean, their defense was rotating really well. Any cross-court pass, they were getting to the shooter and closing out very well, making anything hard for Girard. And tonight, I think it's crucial for them to close out hard on shooters, because we saw last time they played Baxter Springs. Baxter Springs is a streaky team, and they have some shooters that can knock down shots in a hurry. And if you can make threes like that and catch a little bit of fire, you can work your way back into a game quickly. And tonight for Galena, I think it's crucial that they continue to play that good defense that they've been playing, and also take care of the ball. Last game out against Girard, 4 turnovers. That's really what kept them in the game, taking care of the ball, not giving the team extra possessions. So that's going to be huge for them tonight. And the other thing, Jack Perry, we'll see what he can do. So we're going to step away. We're a little under 4 minutes away from tip-off. When we come back, we'll have key players, and then shortly after that, starting lineups and tip-off following that. All coming up next on the Mercy pregame show.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin, to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field. especially for those that are stuck, well, out standing in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live as we get closer to tip-off. Some key players for the Bulldogs to keep your eyes on tonight. Definitely Tyler Little. He can do it all, inside and out. Also really active on the defensive boards. Keep an eye out for him tonight. We've kind of already talked about Jack Perry, how crucial it is to get him going. And another key player, the guard play Galena is going to get tonight. That's really crucial for them, how they're going to control the press that Baxter Springs is putting on them. Got Hadley Price and Maverick Harmon, two of the leaders on this team. And we're gonna go on mute here as we're going to do the national anthem for the second time. So. So welcome back, everyone. I'm going to get to starting lineups for each team, starting off with Baxter Springs. Junior number 10, Weston Schaefer. Junior number 12, Gage Maggard. Junior number 15, Javen Alexander. Junior number 25, Peyton Gaines. Senior number 32, Logan Guess. And for your Bulldogs, senior number 2, Malachi Wesley. Senior number 3, Maverick Harmon. Senior number 50, Tyler Little. Senior number 11, Hadley Price. And senior number 24, Ty Hall. So that rounds out the starting lineup for your Bulldogs. It's going to be all seniors. Jack Perry will be the sixth man. So the first one coming off the bench tonight, as we see Galena head coach Matt Meyer kind of substitutes those guys. It's a different six-man each week, but 6 solid players. And for Baxter Springs, somebody to look out for sure, Peyton Gaines. We saw him in the first game at Baxter Springs. He could really knock down the three-point shot early in the game, made a huge impact and made it really interesting going into the locker room. But once they came out of that, it was really all Galena. So now the coaches are going to have their last talk with the teams, and we're going to have this underway here shortly. So for tip-off, Tyler Little will face off against Waston Schaefer.
I'm going to offer a little color commentary here for you, Coop.
That's sweet, BJ. And Baxter Springs controls the tip-off. Peyton James with it. That's top of the key. James gets it back, closely guarded by Price. Now they hand off to Alexander. 3 taken by Gaines, 2 strong. And a rebound by Maverick Harmon for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs start this thing in a zone. The Lions are going to go man-to-man right out of the gate.
Now it's Hadley Price getting it out to the corner to Wesley, continuing to pass around the perimeter. Not a lot going on for the Bulldogs yet. Looking to get it inside. Now that's Price spotting up from the right wing off the front of the rim and grabs zone rebound. Paul from the free throw line. His shot's short. And Gaines.
If you're in the Lions, you feel pretty good about that defensive stand.
Yeah, long possession for sure for the Bulldogs and couldn't get much on it. Now it's Alexander with it for the Lions. Drive to the hoop, a jump stop, and shot no good for Wisdom Schaefer. And the Bulldogs with the rebound the other way. Harmon driving in, gets fouled on the floor. It's going to be the...
You feel okay with the Baxter Springs Lions because the Bulldogs seem to be pretty methodical here early on, like you said, trying to pound it down inside the paint. If that starts to happen, things could go away real quick for the Lions, but so far so good for Baxter, and Bulldogs just kind of feeling their way through it right now.
Yeah, they've held up well so far, but still haven't seen Tyler Little get the ball. Maybe they'll look to get the ball to him here on this possession because he has good positioning inside. They finally get it to him.
Help defense on the backside to close that one down.
Wesley's 3 from the wing is good. And the first points come from Malachi Wesley 3.
Inside out there for the Bulldogs. Get it down to your big man. They collapse in 3 guys deep and then a wide open shot on the perimeter.
Yeah, tremendous offensive possession there, almost forcing a turnover. Now it's Gaines with it. Price guarding him. Not a lot of movement going on for Baxter Springs right now. Gaines will look back to the bench for a play. It's Alexander driving. Wesley poked it away, but Alexander able to maintain possession there.
Trying to screen away to get a little bit of cut, but so far the Bulldogs have done nice on switching.
Yeah, Bulldogs picking up where they left off. Now a fast break. Wesley has a step on him, and Wesley able to finish at the other end. Has all 5 Bulldog points.
Good luck with that guy.
Good start that the Bulldogs wanted, turning defense into offense. Jump shot, and the bucket's good from Schaefer.
He was due. He's been about their offense. You can tell they go through him a little bit. He's touched it every possession down the floor. Finally get one to go through the hole.
Yep. Now feet inside. Little, a nice look from Price, and gets the bucket and the foul.
I know that was the half court, but it was still kind of a transition bucket. Nobody had really set up the defense, and they took advantage of it, getting him on the low block without that help defense there to come and get to it.
Yeah, communication breakdown there between Baxter Springs. Gave Tyler Little the step inside. An easy finish. So we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Bulldogs start off hot with a 5-point lead. We'll step away. They're on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at
So welcome back as the Bulldogs ran a 5-point lead. Tyler Little with a shot from the line to convert the 3-point play. Little able to do so. At that timeout, Jack Perry checks into the game for Ty Hall. Now steal, Tyler Little, a fast break, and couldn't throw it down.
It's a last-second decision.
Yeah. We've seen him throw it down once this season. There was a second opportunity. Gain straight on three, no good. Tough rebound for Wesley. Now Perry from the left wing, and his three rattles around and goes. A good sign to see Jack Perry making that only 3 points in the last 2 games. And a quick timeout taken by Baxter Springs.
If you're Baxter and you're coming into this with a game plan, you need 10 guys. You need 5 to be on the inside guys and 5 to be on the outside guys. And that's what so far is working for Galena, that inside, outside. But if you're Baxter, you still try to shut down that inside game. Make them beat you from the perimeter. Put all your efforts on Tyler Little and the other guys inside the paint and hope they start missing. Now, Perry knocks that one down. Different kind of ball game when you call that timeout.
Yeah, that was a three. There was a couple feet behind the three-point arc. A good sign for the Bulldogs. And really, Baxter Springs having a trouble controlling the ball. Galena forcing them into turnovers, tough situations in the paint, and getting out in transition and getting early points on them.
Well, breaking news, it turns out height and length is a pretty important stat in basketball. It's the reason why all the guys who play in the NBA are 6'8" and 9. If you've just got 2 guys in a basketball team in 3A basketball that are 6'4" and long and athletic, and Galena's got more than that.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're a team that's, right there in the mix, looking at 3A for a nice little run in the tournament. They've been there a couple times, they're experienced. They've got the pieces here, and getting a chance to see them for the first time and with my own eyes, it's pretty nice to see.
Yeah, certainly. 2 quick timeouts already called by Baxter Springs in this game. Coach Alan Hibbler not happy with what he's seen out of his guys so far. We'll see what they can draw up out of the timeout here. James driving in. Defensive lapse inside.
The closeouts by Galena's defense on the perimeter just very quick, and Baxter thinks they've got a shot, and then it's gone.
And their Gaines had a shot, but tough finish. Couple hands in his face, and Wesley comes away with it for the Bulldogs. Good spin move inside, gets fouled. And Galena's defense so far has just been hounding this Baxter Springs Lions team.
Yeah, as much as we talked about the size on the offensive end of the floor, that's on the defensive end, especially on the perimeter, because even the guards have those long arms and their speed to get to the closeout. I saw at least 2 times in that turn of events where Baxter looked like they were going to have an open look, and it just went away.
Yeah, making anything hard to drive on, making it hard for Baxter to put it on the floor. And Wesley gets that one to go. Wesley with an early 7 points in the game.
Coming from Baxter Springs, number 11, Robert Benson.
A couple substitutions for each team. Ty Hall coming in for Malachi Wesley. Bounce Gaines with it for the Lions. And reach-in foul is going to be called against Jack Perry. That's going to be his first personal and team foul number 2. Oh, correction first. Team foul. So it's Gaines with it. Literally kicking out to Alexander. So far, Baxter's been unable to get it into the paint. And a nice turnaround there by Weston Schaefer as he gets it to go.
Schaefer's the only one with a little bit of size and that athleticism that can get in the paint and make his own shot. He's going to be critical if Baxter's going to try to keep pace in this one.
Yeah.
Double team once again on Little down inside.
It's going to stay with the Bulldogs at this end. Maverick Harmon calling the play out. Now it's Little. Jack Perry straightaway 3 off the left side of the rim. And the ball batted around a couple times, but eventually contained by Maverick Harmon. Now Tyler Little at the rim finishes.
Seen that twice now with Baxter. They got the stop, but couldn't get the defensive rebound.
Yeah, and that's what makes this team hard to play. Galena always active on the offensive board. 3 and 4 guys. Oh, man, they're going to set him for a travel there on that one. Bulldogs catching a little bit of a break because that pump fake had him jumping in the air. So now Robert Carmen's going to take a seat. And Hadley Price or Malachi Wesley will come back into the game. Price from the top of the key. No good. Another offensive rebound. Ty Hall loses it. And the first Galena turnover of the game. And another steal. And an easy finish at the other end.
Thievery. That was stone cold right there. It's got to go up. Get him on the foul.
Yeah, they kind of called on the shot. There's a quick 3 taken. It's Briar Simpson that's going to go to the line and shoot 3.
They could tell the urgency by Simpson was just to get that one in the air as quickly as possible because he wasn't going to have much time with shortest guy on the floor right now as well. So,
yeah, with Galena already out to a lead like this, Baxter kind of starting to hurry their offense up.
Got to take the freebies too when they come.
Yeah. That's a good second one to go. Robert Carmen will check back into the game. Jack Perry will take a seat. Man, Simpson 1 of 3 from the line that time. Guy that just checked into the game. Tyler Little with it out on the perimeter. Now Wesley wanting the ball inside. Price a jump stop from the free throw line. No good. But a rebound by Wesley as he's there. Another one, and Ty Hall gets the putback.
Galena is very sure about what they're doing offensively. They're in and out offense that's able to create space and get those bigs in open spots. And then on the backside, when it's rebound time, everybody's so scattered that you got 3 white jerseys down low to tip that one in.
Yeah. Baxter working around the perimeter. 4 guys on the perimeter, 1 guy down low. Now we're going to have an offensive push off on Schaefer. Who's driving inside, trying to create some space. And this is the exact start the Bulldogs needed after having 2 of their lowest scoring games of the year. Getting off that 19-point quarter to start this one. Exact tempo they needed to set the pace of this game.
Well, Galena, the class of the CNC right now, and a pretty good CNC. So if you can get through this conference undefeated at this point and go through the Tony DeBray Classic.
Well, and Wesley with another finish inside.
You're doing something.
And that's going to end the first quarter for us. Score at the end of 1-21. Baxter Springs 5. We're going to step away for a minute. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action. Bulldogs on top by 16 early in the first half.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620. Welcome back here at Galena High School. The Bulldogs growing to a 16-point lead in the first quarter of this one. Will come out with the ball to begin this second quarter in full control here against the Baxter Springs Lions on homecoming here in Galena. Into the game at that last break with Thatcher Botkin. The 3-point blank top of the key from Maverick Harmon. No good. Here come the Bulldogs. The Lions from right to left. Work off right side, controlled by Gaines. He'll work it back around the top of the key. Back to him on the right wing. Quickly into the paint there. Schaefer elevate from 10 feet out. It catches the rim. It uses it all, and it falls out. Rough luck there for the Lions. That went around twice.
Yeah, and for Baxter Springs, if they want to get back in this game, it's crucial for them to get the ball in the center and really attack Galena's zone. That's the only way to beat the 2-3 zone Galena's in.
Baxter's going to give them a taste of the same thing in a 2-3 here to pack it inside, make them beat them from the edge. Galena called the Dogs off just a little bit, brought in a little bit of their bench here to start this second quarter. Again, open look. We're going to pull it. Botkin for a 3 on the left wing. Shot no good off the front iron. And another clear out and a one and done for the Bulldogs. Lions got to take advantage of these opportunities. They've had 2 chances hard to start the second quarter to try to steal back a little bit of that momentum that was easily built up by the Bulldogs in that first quarter. Off right wing for Baxter. Here's a 3 off the left side. A quick ball reversal to Peyton Gaines, and he'll drop it in. The only guy not named Schaefer to put one through the hole here for the Lions. 21-8, 6:33 to go in the first half of this one. Botkin left wing. Back around top of the key for Harmon. Those two will work it off on that left side. Being patient out on the perimeter again against this zone. Lions started the game with a man-to-man. It didn't work so good. So they come back out here in a 2-3 zone, make them beat it from the edge. Here from the top of the key, a 3 no good on the take by Perry. Another loose ball, 50-50 shot for the Bulldogs. Here's Botkin for 2 good. Thatcher Botkin, the sophomore. Undersized, but playing like a giant on that possession. Off left side. Controlled by Alexander. They quickly go to the right. Another take up high off the glass. That one's going to roll, and the lid is on it for the Lions. They have struggled on that take by Gaines. Back up the floor in a hurry for Harmon. Into the paint. Hall. He'll dish off. Good idea. But in the passing lane was Schaefer doing it on the defensive end of the floor this time. Pass intended in that instance for Isaiah Dunaway, who also came at the quarter break. Those guys will probably sit down. Back in come the starters for the Bulldogs. That's a pretty good line change where you can bring those guys into the game. So Tyler Little, along with Malachi Wesley. The possession is in favor of the Lions. 5:41 to go, first half. It's been all Bulldogs here on homecoming night in Galena. 23-8. You know what you're going to get if you're Baxter Springs. You just hope that it's not going to be what it is, and right now it is what it is. Out on the right wing, here's Schaefer. He's been their main catalyst offensively in all 8 of those points. Work off, handoff, elevate on the way, no good, and another missed opportunity there for Gaines. He's been pulling the trigger, just hasn't got it to go down here in this second quarter. Nearly 3 minutes into it. Off right wing for Perry. Back around top of the key for the Bulldogs. Good pass up and under for Wesley, and it's an easy one. That time your post player is going from one to another. That's going to make things pretty tough to defend for the Lions, and that's been the case. Another one for Gaines. That's off the stanchion. Should have been out of bounds. Instead, it's going the other way. Transition bucket opportunity here for Price. Into the paint Little, and probably should have been charged. They do get it.
Yep. Yeah, with what you were talking about, the bigs passing inside. Galena's bigs are so versatile, and they really have good court vision. They can get it from the paint back out to the corner for a 3.
Well, even in that instance, Wesley catches backside and is able to go up under the defender and up off the glass. That's a pretty athletic move for a big.
Got a nice finish.
Oh, by the way, he began this game with a 3. Lions need something to go right offensively. Just to save a little bit of pride going into the locker room at halftime. 4:39 to go in the first half. 25-8. All Bulldogs. Alexander, he'll hand off and give it away for Simpson. It's a very young Baxter Springs team. You look at their roster, there's one senior, and he hasn't seen the floor yet. Primarily sophomores and freshmen with a few juniors sprinkled in there as well. And not the same case for the Bulldogs. They are Got some seniors. They've also got some youth. Simpson off the right side for Schaefer. Another turnover by the Bulldogs. Now turnover by the Lions. Here come the Bulldogs. Perry on the right wing to the corner for Wesley. He'll pull the trigger on a triple on the way. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Wesley starting off strong. Already with 13 points in this game.
Yeah, good luck with the closeout. Even if you get there, it's going to be over the top of you. Here's one trying to go through, and finally the demons have been exercised for Alexander as they get into double digits. 28-10, 3:48 to go first half. Price runs the offense. He'll go off left wing for Harmon. Back to Perry. 3 from the top of the key. Good. Uh-oh. When you've already got a 20-point lead and you start to heat up. So far, another one like that, I would suspect Baxter calls a timeout, if nothing else, just to save it. Here's Schaefer trying to answer right back. Can't do it. And gathered out of there by Perry. He'll hustle. Up in front court for Harmon. Into the paint. Kickoff last minute. Good defense there, but let's say it's going to go off the heel of Tyler Little and out of bounds. Good break there for the Lions. And a good hustle effort play there for Baxter Springs. Number 32, Logan Guess. He's the lone senior on this Baxter Springs team and gets into the passing lane, knocks that one out of bounds. It doesn't seem as though Baxter is much of an offense yet. They haven't been able to do it. I think they've got one, certainly, but Galena has stopped any chances of that, pushing them out to the perimeter.
Galena's defense picked up right where they left off on Tuesday night against Girard, not allowing anything, not creating any space. Right there, excellent hedge on that screen.
Simpson, off left wing for Schaefer. He'll face off against Tall, trying to take it on him. He will. He's got the step. 4-step strong. Would have liked to got a foul there. Not going to get it. The Bulldogs are going the other way. Wesley leads the charge as he comes off the near side. Kick to the corner. Wide open look on the way for Perry. And rims out. Rebound by Guess. And another empty frame for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Baxter catches the break. You don't see Perry missing shots like that often.
Kickoff last minute Guess. Little runner in the lane. No good. Gets his own rebound. He'll force it up. Little with a big old hack. He gets away with one. Going the other way. One-arm pass by Perry. Spinning his layup. Wesley. Kind of a no-look up the Little. Pretty nifty basketball right there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was really nice.
The hometown crowd likes it. Schaefer trying to create his own once again. Solo artist not going to go. And pulled out of there by the Bulldogs. Pretty much everybody for the Lions have been solo. They've just kind of been one-man show to try to get into that defense. Here's another look. Harmon, he'll miss it this time. Rebound by Hall. Straight back up, high off the glass, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Baxter. If the Lions were getting any offense at all, they would be a little bit in this. They just haven't been able to get the ball to go through the hole.
Yeah, they've been getting inside, getting good looks, but the rim's not their best friend this half.
Alexander, top of the key. He'll go and pull the trigger on a triple. No good. And an easy rebound for Wesley. He'll lead the charge. Anybody can bring the ball down in this Galena offense as well, it seems. Perry to the elbow for Hall. Much to do with it. Kick back to the corner for Perry. Knocked down a three a little bit ago from that spot. Continuation, step through, gets contact. They're going to give him a traveling violation on that one.
Yeah, only second turnover of the half for Galena. Really good half for them. Being smart with the ball and looking for high percentage shots.
You can tell how good a basketball team is when you pull into the parking lot before the boys' game and there's no place to park. I parked about a block and a half away. That means things are going good here in Galena, Kansas. Off left side for Simpson. He'll put one up and go through, and the foul. Just what the doctor ordered for the Lions with a minute to go here in this first half.
And
that will send Briar Simpson, the sophomore, to the free throw line to shoot two. Shoot one, rather. And he'll finish off the old-fashioned three-point play. Under 1 minute to play here, first half. Bulldogs in front, 33-13. His lead's been more than 20 a couple of times. Sits at 20 right now. Little, back to Price. Here to Hall. That's a nice little offensive play there. Needs Hall to execute, can't. Little's over the top. Kyler Little. Typically, a big man doesn't get away with quite as much, but so far he's gotten away with a reach over and a hack.
Yeah, they could have caught over the back there, but Tyler Little was smart to let off.
Yep.
And not pick up a dumb foul 80 feet from the basket.
Alexander over to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to create. He'll go to the corner. Simpson He'll get in there. Quick little handle with it on the right side. Simpson giving a little bit of a spark. Excuse me, that's Hadley Price. Nope, that's the wrong team. That is Simpson. Trust your gut. The take it is Price. Another good defensive stand. Throw it out. Tracking is Botkin, and that's the end of the first half. It was all Bulldogs in this one so far. Halfway through it, 33-15. Galena on top of the Lions. Homecoming festivities as well tonight. You're watching it all right here on your home for Galena High School Athletics, Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the States area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com. The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Welcome back. We're going to turn things over to the homecoming festivities here. So first up, we have the dance team. We're going to turn it over to the PA announcer and crank our mics up here. So welcome in to the halftime show presented to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment. But before we get to the halftime show, we're going to have homecoming king and queen announced. So we're going to turn things over to the PA announcers. They're about to announce them right now.
She graduated last year. Well, teachers, now, this is the volleyball, basketball, British club, art club, national honor society, head club, and civil council. Now, it's currently to the main board Scott on each hour, making the business in the fence up. Life was fatal and smooth. Lady son of Jonah and he also graduated last year. While he dressed, he participated in dance, bowling, elite choir, and school plays. And it was time that on the South Pacific State, or majorly moved around. He was a good player that was just a couple of the season. So now let's be escorted by seeing the Father House, son of the Robert and a Christ. Adrian Watkins, senior, daughter of Cassidy Watkins, she was a member, is carrying the Page County Sash. Joey Evans, senior, daughter of Cecil Evans, James Pierce Well member, is carrying the Page Crown. Kennedy Steele, junior, daughter of Melanie Bird Stewart, she was my member, is carrying the Page Crown. Emily Howard, junior, daughter of Pete Wall and James Miles. Dale's $1, is carrying the Page Crown. Junior, daughter of Sean Dunn and Olivia. She was my member, is carrying the Canada Davis. Lily Davis, Junior, daughter of Carl Davis. Sheriff's member is carrying the Canadian flag. Our senior candidates for this summer are Lady Pima and Isaac Donnelly. Softball, volleyball, football, and national competition. Raised underserved at a student housing housing. Then Canada Rangers are going back to the show. For other people, like my open on every fall. I say it's not over the beginning of this event. Giving you a right to that. And that ball. You can also put it to the very still going to that. I think it's a state position after graduating.
You got somebody there?
Our main field and very well, so. Well, maybe I participated in basketball, volleyball, student council, national honor society, softball, band, judge, and conference. She is also a junior graduate. Many parents earn a nurse practitioner and going to a nurse myself. Breaks are fantastic. Awareness today are under. You learn to play football, baseball, and track and good. And also prefer the JHS concept. Break plans to continuous education at the post-secondary level and major in robotic engineering or some type of engineering. The software candidates are licensed and run on the old system. Bradley has a serious wall, and 12 will be per hour. After tuition, she makes the government and courses. Matters to me. Okay, you know how to go to the question bar. That's when you go to the school and after the school, I'll go back to John. I'm sitting here to see you. And this is different than to whether they are not required. Male plans to further education after high school. He can be the interior designer for the life. Kim is the son of Chris tomorrow. He is also a member of the JHS cross country, basketball, and track and field teams. Kim is also a member of the council, band, jazz band, and is the freshman classman of after graduating, he planned to participate in athletics at a collegiate level and studied either law or psychology. And you're getting point after content and push R journal news. Oh God! I'm not my dad's dog. She teaches at your school. I'll jump in.
So welcome into the halftime show. It's going to be a little bit short as all the homecoming festivities are now concluded. I want to get some first half stats. Leading the way for the Bulldogs, Malachi Wesley's done it all for the Bulldogs inside and out, 14 points. Tyler Little, 7 points. Been Jack Perry with 6. Good sign to see for him. Thatcher Bakken with 2, Ty Hall with 2, and Hadley Price with 2. So very balanced scoring all around. Malachi Wesley has played a tremendous game. Probably one of the best games we've seen him play this season. His first game, he was the leading scorer in that game. I'm not sure the exact stats he had, but Malachi Wesley really could. He was shooting the 3-ball well, and Jack Perry, like we talked about in the pregame, how crucial it was to get Jack Perry going in the game. Jack Perry knocked down 2 threes and had a couple open opportunities also. I mean, he's probably about a 50% 3-point shooter on the season and able to get some points, some confidence boost mainly in this game. But Galena only with 3 turnovers in the first half. They played a really good first half of offense, and also on the defensive end, they got a lot of transition buckets, which turned out to be huge for them. They're forcing turnovers, really collapsing. Like BJ was talking about, they didn't have much going for them on the offense. They had Gaines, who was getting some shots to go, and also Simpson came in. I'm thinking we're going to see a lot more of him in the second half for Baxter Springs, because he came in and gave him a little spark. He had that three-pointer he got fouled on, then he had a tough and one finish, and they had a bucket after that. So one of the bright spots for Baxter there. Also, Baxter really, they got some good looks, but they were unable to finish. It's Galena's post presence has been there, and they've been getting their hand up, getting their hand in the way of shots and throwing Baxter Springs shots off so far in this half. And that was the best potential half you could have asked for if you're a Galena fan, as they jumped out to a great lead and really set the tempo of the game from tip-off. Tyler Little, he had that chance to throw down a dunk. This place would have went insane if he threw it down. Looked like kind of a last-minute decision. He looked like he was going to lay it up, and then he was like, no. And that would have been a pretty electric dunk, would have electrified the arena for sure. So we're going to step away one more time, and when we come back, we'll have third quarter action beginning.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four-states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live as things are about set to begin the third quarter. Galena commanding lead in this one as they look to build on it and look to move to 15-0 tonight. A very impressive season to start, and Galena tonight, really their versatility is what's been doing it for them. On defense, they're able to switch on anything. I mean, granted, they're playing a zone defense 2-3, and in their zone, they've been closing out really well all game on Baxter Springs, making it hard for them to even put the ball on the court. So the Bulldogs will come out with the same starting five that they started the game with. And the same goes for Baxter Springs. Baxter Springs is going to make a switch. Briar Simpson that we hit on, saying we're going to see more of him. He's actually going to start the third quarter for Baxter. Galena will start with the ball. Galena's offense very efficient in the first half. Now cross-court pass. Malachi Wesley, his three comes up short. Maybe the first miss we've seen of him all night. Now it's going to be Gaines the other way for Baxter Springs. And Baxter Springs has four guys on the perimeter now. A pass with too much heat from Alexander's a turnover. Little feeds Harmon inside, and a tough bucket with the left hand gets it to go. And that'll be Harmon's first points of the night. And that extends the Bulldogs' lead out to 20 now, as it's been all Bulldogs in this one. We'll see if the Lions have an answer on this possession. Alexander gets inside. Good pass as he finds Guess, who finishes at the rim. Tyler Little came up to help there, and he left his guy, and that left a wide open Guess down low. Ty Little with the no-look pass trying to get to Ty Hall. Looked like Hall wasn't expecting that pass and couldn't haul it in, so it'll be a turnover back to Baxter Springs. Work down to Guess, now back outside to Simpson. Alexander gets it to the corner. Simpson driving across. Now it's Schaefer. Pass poked away in a foot race after it. Gaines gets there first. Now Gaines into the paint quickly. Finds Guess, and Guess finishes at the rim, and gets the foul called.
Definitely something Galena does really good is holding that 2-3 formation. And when it breaks, that's when we see teams kind of utilized that and get again, and that was just an almost steal by Malachi Wesley, got him off the perimeter, and Ty Little shot up, leaving somebody open in the paint.
Yeah, no, Baxter Springs might have found something. They're driving in the paint, and they're causing guys down low in the zone to commit to him, and it's leaving a guy open right under the basket. So 2 possessions in a row, we've seen that happen there. Guess got his second straight bucket for 2 possessions in a row, and one on that foul, but definitely something to watch out for the Bulldogs. Tyler Little at the rim finishes for 2, and during that free throw, we had a substitution. Jack Perry checked in the game for Ty Hall. Now back inside to Guess. 4 Bulldog defenders in there collapsing on him. Now Gaines, nifty move with the right hand, but couldn't get it to go. Wesley comes away with it. Now Tyler Little gets it into the corner. Now Harmon from the corner, rattles it in and then came out, and Tyler Little there to clean it up and put it back. That gives Little 11 on the night. And the Bulldogs scoring at will right now. Offensive rebounds have been huge in this game for the Bulldogs, because there's been 3 to 4 guys on the offensive boards at all times. Gaines, a 3-pointer, high arcing rebound. Guest tried to get there, but Wesley said no way. Now it's Perry, jump stop with the right hand floater, good. And Bulldogs extend the lead now. Bulldogs up 21. Tough shot by Simpson, trying to draw the foul, but couldn't get it there. Kick to the corner, Harmon's 3 on the way, no good. Price an offensive rebound, Little an offensive rebound, and a foul called. As Little was in the shooting motion, he'll go to the line.
Bulldogs here playing with a lot of aggression and really utilizing those transitions there. For the offensive rebound, that's 2 in a row, getting the foul on the shooting foul on the second shot there.
Yeah, and Baxter Springs has no answer for rebounds right now. For Baxter Springs, they can't match Galena's height, and for them, if they have any chance to get back in, they're going to have to box out. They can't keep allowing these second chance points. And that one's good for Little. Now ball back to the Bulldogs. Each team with 1 team foul to start this. Bulldogs lead by 23 with 4:30 to play. Bulldogs maybe looking to slow things down. Tyler Little gets it, makes his move, and an easy finish. As there's a couple Baxter Springs defenders there, but none of them wanted to take Tyler Little head on. Now Little already with quick 8 points in this quarter. Baxter Springs moving it around the perimeter with pace. Now inside, Schaefer's shot no good, and Ty Hall with the rebound. Jack Perry brings it up for the Bulldogs in a hurry. Harmon takes the 3 off the front of the rim, and a rebound. Peyton Gaines with it. Gaines thought about it. Had 4 Bulldog defenders back. Gaines working it down low to Guess. Schaefer, a Euro step in the paint, too strong. And Ty Hall rips it away from Schaefer there, and it'll be Bulldog basketball. Perry, an open 3 from the left wing, no good. Now Tyler Little and Ty Hall fighting over it, and Baxter Springs gets it. Now this layup off the front of the rim. Track meet for the last couple of possessions. A good pass by Little. Perry trying to feed Little. Now the ball's rolling on the court. Maverick Harmon able to save it there. Now loses it off his foot. And now maybe we'll see the tempo slow down a little bit.
You would think with Galena being up by so many, they would slow down the ball, especially when they get a steal like that, to wait for their team to reset, maybe run down some of the clock. But
yeah, so far this half, Baxter Springs has been able to get into the paint. They've had good opportunities. It's, again, kind of like the first half. They just haven't been able to execute on those opportunities. I mean, we've seen Gaines get into the paint multiple times. That time he was able to finish, but ball back to the Bulldogs. We'll see what they can answer with here. Harmon's has it now. Little kick to the corner. Jack Perry, open look. Wants this one, can't get it. It's Perry's three-point struggles have continued. He's knocked down 2 tonight. Perry driving in, running floater, no good, too strong. And that's Alexander with the rebound. Gets it over. Jump stop now out to Guess. Danes with it. Harmon guarding him closely. Now they'll set a screen. Ty Hall comes out to help. Offensive rebound and stolen away by Harmon. Now Price has it. It's like slipped on the floor there. That was Perry trying to get it inside to Little, and it was deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, you can really see, even though Baxter's down by over 20 points in this game, they really aren't giving in. They're playing with a lot of intensity and playing almost as if the game is tied. So you definitely want to watch out. I mean, 20 points isn't too much, especially in a minute here.
Now they're going to try an alley-oop. They had the play drawn up. Pass was a little bit too high. So now Gaines went up, didn't know if he was going to shoot it. It could have been a bad pass, but saved by Alexander. Now that's Schaefer with it. We're under a minute to play. Bulldogs lead by 23. Have 1 quarter to play after this. Ryan certainly playing with a little bit of urgency, and a finish at the rim for Gaines. As the Bulldogs, Gaines has been attacking the Bulldogs' interior defense for most of this game, second half. Now under 30 seconds. Has Price with it. Now kick to the corner. Continue to work it around. Price would pop it this time and gets it to go. And Price knocks down a 3 and now has 5 in this game. Baxter Springs controls it across half court. 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's now a 3 on the way, no good. Price saves it to get one more shot off in the hands of Tyler Little. 2-1. Little, a hook shot from half court. And that'll do it for us from the third quarter. At the end of 3, Bulldogs lead 48-24. We're going to step away for a minute. When we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action. All that coming up next on Galena Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome into the final quarter of play. This league matchup, Galena looking to stay undefeated on the season. Have 1 more quarter. So they can hold off Baxter Springs. Commanding lead. They can move to 15-0 tonight. That's Guest driving on Ty Hall. Ty Hall's playing good straight-up defense. And Hall comes away with the rebound. That was Schaefer's shot that was off the front end of the iron. Now Wesley will bring it down the court for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs in no rush offensively right now, trying to waste some of this clock and dribble this one out. As you see, Wesley with it. Wesley's been excellent for the Bulldogs tonight. Has 14, doesn't have a second half point yet. Seen him jack up one shot.
Yeah, definitely something that they definitely did with the Girard game.
A good feed inside by Wesley to Tyler Little. Perfect finish. Tyler Little had him inside and sealed him off and had a perfect lane at the bucket. And that, where they threw it into Tyler Little, that's almost an unguardable play for Baxter. They don't have the height, and also Little with good positioning inside in the deep post. Now it's Harmon to bring it across for the Bulldogs. Already a minute gone in the first quarter, or the fourth quarter. Jack Perry back in the game. Ty Hall taking a seat. Price's shot's blocked. That was Schaefer with the rejection. Now Schaefer at the other end, a little hezzy, and Schaefer up and over Price. Tough finish, gets it to go. Bulldogs lead now 24. This one's seeming to be all but over, barring a miracle for the Lions. Now that's Harmon, a three from the wing, and he'll get it to go. And Harmon's first three of the game. He's put up quite a bit, but certainly good to see him knock that down. Now it's 5 in the game. Inside Schaefer, another finish at the rim. Baxter Springs really attacking the rim. Tyler Little up and under, finishing with the left hand. And Little really coming on strong in the second half. It's been the main source of points for the Bulldogs in the second half, at least. Now we're going to have a foul called. This foul's going to go against Malachi West, his first personal, and that'll be team foul number 2 on the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs, they're really struggling on the defense side. They're really getting clumped in the middle there in the paint. Cause it all pulled in, and they all jumped up trying to get the guy running because they were all in there. And some ended up falling on top of them.
Yeah, Baxter Springs has found good shots when they slash into the paint, because in that zone, everybody just kind of shoves to the middle at any time somebody's coming straight down the middle.
Yeah, it was off the transition. Everybody just kind of went in the middle trying to guard one guy.
Yeah. Harmon brings it up for the Bulldogs here. Tyler Little surveying, looking for options. Now Wesley will get it. Bulldogs looking like they just want to waste some time here. Here comes another screen for Perry. Tall with it. Harmon hands it off to Wesley. Now Gaines guarding Wesley closely. That's Perry with it. Spin moving, getting inside. Has a height advantage now. Ty Hall from the corner for 3. Almost a pass as Tyler Little comes down with it and finishes at the rim. Now Gaines at the other end quickly. Galena, not enough time to get back and set their defense. Perry with it. Now a little over 4 minutes to play. Bulldogs lead by 25 in this one. And are looking like they're going to stay undefeated. Heading into the Frontenac game, they'll take on Frontenac on Tuesday. Now it's Perry with it. Gaines guarding him. Now Little. Nice pass. And Harmon gets it to go. And that play was a terrific example of what all Tyler Little can do. He got the ball, and there was 2 guys that collapsed to him and left Maverick Carmen wide open on that play.
Yeah, well, they almost thought it was Jack Perry passed to him and ran into the paint as well, drawing those 2 players in as well. Just great scheme from the offense there, leaving Maverick Carmen wide open.
So now Perry with it gets a tie hole at the top of the key. Harmon thought about another three. Now Wesley will take one. Can't get it to go. Ty Hall on offensive rebound, puts it on the floor. Up and puts it in with his left hand. And the Bulldogs lead now after 30 points. Quick shot taken. Ty Hall brings it down. Now the subs are going to over at the scorers table to check in. As this next dead ball will be the last we see of the starters tonight. Handoff, Jack Perry. Floater as he finished at the rim, and we're going to have a timeout called. I believe we're just going to have it for some substitutions. An impressive performance by the starters tonight as they're up 32 on Baxter Springs. Certainly a different game than we saw last time. Galena really has been executing on every phase, on offense, on defense, and transition. Really anything Galena wanted has went their way tonight. And now the starters take a seat, so we're going to have some younger guys checking in. That was Simpson, offensive rebound. And the bucket is good on the putback for Zach Price. Thatcher Bakken will bring the ball up for the Bulldogs. That's Lincoln Kimberling with the ball. Now Cox catches it. Kimberling puts it on the floor. Jump stop and gets it to Cox. Now Cox, spin move. Shot no good. And Baxter Springs comes away with it. That's Carson Mazzocco bringing it up. Last couple minutes of this game, now 1.5 to play. Pass nearly stolen away by Jack Turner. Now Simpson can't convert on the layup. Botkin quickly inside. Turner's shot, no good. And Baxter will get the ball back. So a little bit of pace here in the final minute to play as Turner steals it away. Kimberling in open lane. And Kimberling finishes. Good hustle play by Jack Turner, though, to get back on defense and poke it away coming from behind. Three on the way. That three short by Taylor Frazier. And now 38 seconds. Bulldogs still looking like they might take another shot here. And then this pass can be thrown out of bounds. Now 15 seconds to play with Lions' last possession. Garena's going to sweep the season series for boys and for girls. So a good year for Galena basketball against Baxter Springs. And that's going to run the timeout. So as time expires, the Bulldogs get out of here with a 66-34 win, heading into Tuesday against Frontenac. A huge game that could potentially lock up their sub-state region as them being the 1 seed. So lots to talk about. We'll cover all that coming up on the Mercy pregame or postgame show after this quick message.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com. The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Welcome into the post-game presented to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So it's a final from Galena, Kansas. The Galena boys stay undefeated, move to 15-0 with a 66-34 victory over Baxter Springs Lions, sweep the season series with them, and had some pretty balanced scoring all around, having 8 different guys on their lineup score. Usually you only see 6, maybe 7 guys play for Galena, but from tip-off Galena, it was all them from wire to wire. They didn't give up the lead one time. Leading the way, Tyler Little, 21 points. Malachi Wesley had 14 points, all those coming in the first half. Maverick Carmen, 8 second half points and 8 in the game. Hadley Price, 5 points. Ty Hall, 4. Jack Perry finished with 10, and then Thatcher Botkin and Lincoln Kimberling, each with 2 of their own. So a phenomenal game for the Bulldogs, catching back up where they kind of were a couple weeks ago at the Tony DeBray Classic. The last couple weeks, or the last 2 games, they played 2 of the best teams they played all season, and their defense is what really won it for them, and we didn't see much offense. So tonight it was really good to see them come out and kind of just have an offensive explosion, scoring 66 points. 33 of them being in the first half, so not a bad game for the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree, Cooper. Definitely not a bad game for the. It was a great game for the Bulldogs. Honestly, you didn't really see much go wrong. You definitely got to see Tyler Little, his dominance in the paint with offensive rebounds. I mean, team all together, they're getting off the charts on offensive rebounds. It was really hard for Baxter Springs to even get the ball. I think the only thing they really struggle with is transitions off of offense. A lot of times Baxter Springs, they have somebody who's pretty fast get down there and score off of a transition even after Galena scored, and that's not really something you want to see, especially when you get into more competitive games. It's almost like free points if your team can't get down there and get set by the time that the other team does. But
yeah, that was one of the bright spots we saw from Galena tonight, or not one of the bright spots. It's a bright spot for Baxter. Whenever they were able to attack the paint there, and they really found some good doing there. When they were attacking the paint, they were finding open shots. They were jump stopping for about 5-foot pull-ups, and if it wasn't there, they were kind of bounce passing. It was forcing Galena's defender down low that was sitting right there at the rim, left a wide open guy for Baxter Springs. That was really one of the bright spots for Baxter. Wasn't many of them at all tonight because Galena really just swarmed them on defense. Anything Baxter passed around, Galena's guys were flying around, closing out on anything. Active hands, poking balls away, clogging up passing lanes, not allowing for much at all. Yeah. So the only way Baxter was getting in the paint was by guys that can create space and get inside, and there wasn't very many of them for Baxter tonight, and that's why the score was what it was tonight.
I mean, fundamentally, if Galena could just work on just not comping up on the transition, just getting down there and getting set just like they usually do, or on fast breakaways or anything of that nature, just keeping their formation like they usually do, the 2-3 or 3-2 or whatever they end up running on defense. If they do a really good job, you saw it in Girard, it was mainly defensive game. They held him to very few points, and it really just comes down to the whole them keeping their formation on defense and keeping their zones. And as long as they can do that, I mean, I don't see many teams being able to score many points on them.
Right. So Galena only 6 turnovers in the game, 3 in the first half, 3 in the second half. really took care of the ball well tonight, which we talked about. It was important. They only had 4 against Girard. So I think when this team doesn't turn the ball over, it creates a lot of extra opportunities. Also, their offensive rebounds tonight. Baxter Springs really didn't have a match for Galena's size, because Galena has 3 guys down low at all time. You have Ty Hall, you have Tyler Little, you have Malachi Wesley. Tyler Little is the leading rebounder in Galena high school history. And then you got 2 other guys, Ty Hall, that's 6'5". There's not much you can do with it other than box out.
Malachi Wesley, who can make threes, who's 6 foot plus as well. Probably.
Yeah. We haven't seen him shoot many threes tonight, but we saw him knock down 2 of them. Really a good thing for Galena. If they can get 3-point production out of him, that would be really impressive. That would be 4 out of your 5 guys on the court can shoot threes. And to guard that 1 through 5, Galena doesn't really have like a 1 through 5. Their guys can kind of play wherever. To guard that for an opponent is very tough at any point. And I'll be looking forward to it, because we're going to have a tough one against Frontenac coming up on Tuesday. They're going to come into Galena. I'm looking forward to it. Had a close game the last time they played. A 1-point Galena lead at halftime. Galena was able to pull away in the second half. But Frontenac's going to come in here, and they're going to be hungry. So that's going to, unless there's anything else you want to say, that's going to conclude it for...
It was a great game overall, and I'm just excited for the rest. So
Yep, so Galena, that does it for us. Galena boys stay undefeated. Galena girls move to 7-8 on the season. Chance to move to 500 next Tuesday, where they take on Frontenac. You can catch that live here on Galena Sports Live, starting at 5:45, the pregame. All that